It's in the game. A top 25 clash in the early season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Welcome everyone to the home of the Oregon Ducks, the House of Loud, Autzen Stadium in Eugene. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Hurricanes will kick it off to get us underway. He'll start the return inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. The Ducks offense takes the field for the first time today. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, all power. All those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
And the Ducks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Creates a little space. Stuffed almost in his track, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35. And to keep this opening drive going, they'll need to convert 3rd and 1. They'll try to bully their way for the first. Breaks into the open. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Every offensive coordinator in the country, they come in the game, they have a script. They have a couple plays they want to go through to get their team settled in, get down and get in good 3rd down situations, execute on 3rd down. Nice start on this opening drive by the offense.
Oh, they're after him. Catch in the middle, it's Harris. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
And all defenses talk about it. Sacks, tackles for a loss, affecting the quarterback the best way you can. The first drive of the game, already getting home. Nice start for this defense.
He makes the catch. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're...
Touchdown, Oregon! A great catch and run for 6. You thought it was noisy when the Duck rolled out on that motorcycle? Decibels through the roof in the House of Loud.
And what a great job getting this crowd going early. This is not one of the biggest crowds in the country, but Autzen Stadium is one of the loudest places you will ever be in, and they love their Ducks.
He'll bring it out. It's Carr. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Hurricane offense will get its first crack at it now. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, they have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back into 16.
And this offense comes out first down, tries to run the football, no answer. Second down, they go for the pass, they give up the sack. This defense on point early in the football game with two great plays.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Well, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep two hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He wants to change this route. Moore will throw. Snagged out of the air. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the 1st down on the throw and catch.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the 1st down, and they like to do this. When they make a 1st down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
Well, it's important in this game this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football, picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
He's just outside the 20-yard line, stopped at the 21 after a pickup of 6. The Ducks are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the 1st down. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. Tries to do it himself on the draw. He never had a chance on the draw, tackled almost as soon as he got the ball.
And on that situation on the 1-yard line, the defense brings so many guys. Palmer gets in the backfield, creates the negative play.
Yeah, I think we're seeing the overall athleticism of the...
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ducks!
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their 1st game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Carr. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. The inside handoff. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. Man, that was an impressive and dominant 1st quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the 2nd period and they try to find a way to answer. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Williams looking for a man. And the sack. all the way back at the 5.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they built the lead.
Love the coverage and not giving up an inch defensively. Their third down, smothering the receiver. As soon as he caught the ball, down he went. They've got this offense pinned.
Hauls it in and looking upfield. He's brought down, but there's also a penalty marker down. Let's see what this is about.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Man, oh man, those types of penalties just drive defensive coordinators crazy. Was fourth down, now first down. Sets up the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. They'll run it from the gun. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The Hurricanes want to pick up the tempo. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain.
This is why third down is so difficult for quarterbacks, because the defense substitutes. They put faster guys on the field, and they've got all of their different exotic looks they've been game planning all week for. Some things you haven't seen on film yet, and it confuses your offensive line. It confuses you, and you're out here just trying to make plays, trying to do something right to get a first down. Wasn't able to gain a lot there.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. Moore to the air. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And the DB right with him to knock it away.
This defense knew coming in that the offense was going to try to test them, and they were going to try to take some shots vertically down the field. Defense was ready for that one.
Finds a tight end down the gut. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. It's amazing how fluid and potent an offense can seem when you get a great pickup on first down, and the tight end's a terrific place to go.
Tight ends nowadays are kind of like cheat codes. I mean, they just know so much about, right here, seeing zone, know when to sit it down, boom, positive yards, nice positive play for this offense.
Bully ball on third and short. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
You wonder now on offense, have they found something in the run game? Finally, it's been tough for them to get the run game going, but they picked up a nice gain on that last one. Let's see if they go back to it.
Drives into the defense, and they get him down after a pickup of 3 to the 16. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll give it to the back. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense first and goal from the 7. They'll try to get it in with the run. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Give to the running back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Let's see what the offense dials up on 3rd and goal. They'll try to power it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Oregon!
And you always want to get the home crowd jacked up and get them excited. Get out to an early lead, and they have 20-0. Defense playing well. Offense playing well. They got a lot to cheer about here at home.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Fielded in the end zone, it's Carr. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. The give to the tailback. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Williams will pass. Under fire. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. He's got it. Brought down at the 31. It is a 1st down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Caught in the backfield, it's Lyle.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And in my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He did in that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And with time running out here in the first half, this offense will choose to take a knee. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, after seeing that, sign me up for another 2 quarters there in Eugene. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. It's complete to the left.
It's definitely the wide receiver's job to create space, right? So whether you're running a go or you're running a hitch like this right here, I got to find a way to push off legally or just create a little bit of space to get some positive yards.
Williams looking for a man. Makes a connection. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line. And the Canes are in the hurry-up.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move, it's 1st and 10. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And if your job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable, this defense is definitely doing their job. 6 sacks, that's the way to make the quarterback feel like he's having a hard day. He's had no response. This offensive line has no response, just a sack party.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Grabbed behind the line, it's Carney. Quarterback in trouble, just dump it right in the gut. Don't make him reach for it, just put it right on the body of the fullback.
Yeah, Reese, you got to be real accurate when you throw to these guys. Not the biggest catch radius, let's just say. Moving forward, though, I think we're going to see this fullback play a big role in this offense.
So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. First play of the drive comes from the 22. To the air on first down. Complete with conviction on the crosser. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down. I know you want to go to this guy because he's made so many plays for you, but when he's doubled, surely somebody else has a much easier play to make.
And it might not be the stud that he is, right? Like, I might not find another guy that's a baller like him, that's a playmaker, but now I got one-on-one matchups elsewhere that I got to go take advantage of. If they're going to double cover him, I'm going to take advantage of some matchups somewhere else.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Might be changing the route. Moore will throw. Complete to the left. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
One of the things I love about the passing game we've seen on offense so far here is just how good the decisions have been by the quarterback. He's not being too greedy. When the shot plays have been there, he's taken them, and they've scored points because of that, but he just takes what the defense gives him, and you're just whittling away, and you're marching the ball down the field. Really good decisions by the QB.
What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? Wants to throw again. He'll take another shot here. Hauls it in down the sideline. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
He's got it down to the 1 yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. They're looking to throw on second and short. Touchdown, Ducks! And the stomping has commenced.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from this offense. Look, last week you found a way to win a close game. That's what you're supposed to do. But this offense looks like they're taking it to the next level, hitting their stride a little bit, finding out who they're going to be, and they've looked explosive today.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Going right to work up top. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. And the Canes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. He leaves it with his back. Fights off a defender. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. Now facing a third and long. Williams will pass. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. The Canes will try to pin them back with the punt. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Here's the return. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. The Ducks racing to the line in the hurry-up.
I got to be honest, I'm a little surprised the offense is trying to go so fast here after giving up a huge loss on that sack. You'd think they'd want to just take a second, regroup before running this next play.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. That's caught. It's low. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wants to go up top on first down. Moves away as he feels pressure. Got it! So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense.
Well, it's a second catch on the drive, and that's obviously a massive play for this offense. And he's starting to prove to his quarterback here that he's winning his one-on-ones, and he deserves some more looks.
Trying to barge in. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. They've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on third down. So on 4th and goal, already with the lead, but they'll try to salt this thing away with a touchdown. Moore to the air. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. This offense is so deep, it's teetering on the edge of a safety. They'll start this drive going to the air. They've got the screen set up. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. So now it's 2nd and long. Rides the back on the option to give. Runs into a wall. They'll give him 1 out to the 8.
And you can tell all eyes on this team. Like, this defense is dialed in. They're going to try to continue to stop the run. You can tell, Palmer, it's the main focus of this defense.
Yeah, when we know with this offense, too, they go how this guy goes, and they've just never been able to really get him into a rhythm in this game. And you have to give the credit to the defense. They've been more physical at the point of attack. They've had a good game plan, and the offense just has not been able to counterpunch.
They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Back to pass on 2nd down. The short hands, it's Casper. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point of the game with a lead like they have is surprising, I gotta be honest.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
This is one of the reasons I love this linebacker. He is an outstanding pass rusher. He's got speed, he's got quickness and agility to avoid the offensive linemen, running backs, and tight ends on his way to the quarterback.
And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass?
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. No good. Guys, after this dominating performance, I guess the head coach wanted to be able to yell at the special teams coordinator. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. He leaves it with the back. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Williams looking for a man. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third down, he drops to throw. Flips it out on the screen. He gets it up to the 37-yard line, and let's see if they're willing to gamble on fourth down. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it. Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack.
I know that was tough, but as a quarterback, you got to know on fourth down, you cannot take a sack. Any way, shape, or form, you've got to be able to get rid of that football and give it an opportunity. That time, I know it wasn't blocked perfect, but the quarterback's got to have more sense of urgency.
Quickly to the tight end. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Unleashes one deep. And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
I gotta say, the mental toughness that this team is showing early this season is real impressive. And going down the field and scoring on that last possession, putting themselves in position here to go 2-0, they're answering the bell. This team has leadership on both sides of the ball. Very, very impressive.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the ground with the back. Breaks the tackle. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29.
And this defense is more than happy with the offense running the football. They've done a great job today. I mean, they've...
Turning it on! And the ball's loose. Recovered by the defense, and he's off! He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Moore will throw. Unloads to the wideout. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one. They went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, like...
He's got it in the end zone for another touchdown, and this is a full-fledged beatdown. This guy's putting the Oregon offense on his shoulders, carrying them however you want, on the ground or through the air.
I mean, so fun to watch when you've got a guy that can do this. And we've seen it with the Ducks in history, man. They've had some great ones that put their team on their shoulders. If you need me to run it, I'll run it. You need me to throw it, I can do that too.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Timeout called by the defense is their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. And the Hurricanes come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Got the first down and more. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Hurricanes have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. He wants a big play here late. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of...
Oh, he's got some space. Big play in the running game, and they get him out of bounds right at the 50-yard line. And the Canes pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Williams will pass. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. And the Canes now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. To the air on 2nd down. And he can't make the connection on his first attempt. Let's see if he settles down.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tip.
It's picked off, and another empty drive. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. They'll start this drive with a pass. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. That ball is intercepted at the goal line. He'll try to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. Wants to throw on 1st down. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left. After this, it'll be a wrap. Right back up top on 2nd and 10. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains. It'll be 3rd and long. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.